Ron Van Timmeren from Celebration Cinemas is on the other end of our line this morning. Not far, his office is from us on the Belt line there in Grand Rapids at the Celebration Cinema. Good morning to you.
Hi, Michael Patrick.
After 54 years on the air, CBS is going to run their last episode today of As the World Turns, and I guess that's how it all happens. After all those years, they're giving way and taking that show off the air. I hope that at the end of the episode, everybody's happy and smiling and just pleased as punch, right? Is that how a soap opera ends?
No, they go on to make the movie version. I don't know.
Oh, boy, you know what? You're very crafty there indeed. We heard today, too, that the halftime performer for Super Bowl 45 at Cowboys Stadium in Dallas is going to be the Black Eyed Peas. And we say that ought to be interesting, too. We never let the birthday of a beautiful woman pass without taking note, too. Paula Jones is 44 today. Remember her? She sued President Clinton for sexual harassment. And we say happy birthday to Paula Jones, who was in a boxing match. Remember that with Tanya Harding, if I'm not mistaken, in the crazy world of reality television.
Yeah, I've tried to block that out. Thanks for hitting me, though.
What's on the silver screen today?
Hey, 4 new movies in release in theaters, 2 of them especially well-reviewed today. The Town at 90% fresh on RottenTomatoes.com. I got a chance to see that this week. I loved it. That, of course, Ben Affleck starring as star and director of this movie, kind of a hard-boiled cops and robbers movie set in Charleston, the Boston area, about a generation of bank robbers, and there's a little love story thrown in there. Lots of great characters, reminding me a little bit of even Good Will Hunting. The characters including Jeremy Renner's character, Pete Postlethwaite, and this Chris Cooper as well. Pretty R-rated, but a very, very well-made movie.
Ron Van Timmeren, I just want to interrupt you for just a second here because he's hot-footing it around here. The Lansing Mayor, Virg Bernero, Democratic candidate for governor on television and radio with us this morning. Nice to see you, sir.
Good to see you. You're looking awfully red today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm a little bit lively. Are we a red state or a blue state? I forget.
Well, I'm pushing for blue.
Okay, and you've got a blue tie on.
Exactly.
That's okay, because our program is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, so it all works out. Last we talked on the phone yesterday and talked to Mr. Snyder. You guys were going to get together for coffee, and he said maybe we'll find a place in Grand Rapids. Is that going to happen while you're here or no?
I hope so. That would be wonderful.
You were going to call him yesterday. Were you able to get through?
I think my people were trying. I think we still have not connected.
Really?
So maybe we'll get a chance to chat today.
Do they have cell phones? I mean, everybody's reachable, aren't they?
I think so. I don't have his personal cell, though.
Okay. Well, Amanda might have it. We can get that to you if you need to.
That'd be helpful.
You're going to be on the same stage today, and as I understand it, they're going to flip a coin, and one of you will go first with a speech and Q&A, and then the second person will go. I think there's an advantage probably to going second because you can comment on what happened first. That's going to be about as close to a debate as we're going to get at the moment, right?
Well, at this point, yeah, it's a shame. I think we ought to just take the stage at the same time, and then we can answer questions.
Would you consider piping up in the middle of his talk if there was something that you felt was egregious? Because after all, you were willing to go right into his town hall meeting the other day.
No, I mean, I was invited to do his town hall. I was there just to talk to him, but once invited, I was happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'll go with the format, such as it is. It's a beautiful day in Grand Rapids. I'm happy to be here and looking forward to talking to the business people and listening to them as well, and to the community. But I'll roll with the punches. If they want to make a change to the format, I think the public, again, my feelings, Michael Patrick, is that the public deserves a debate, a series of debates. I think there's value to that. I think there's value to him being able to say, well, wait a minute, Virg, I disagree. You say this, but your record is such and such. I think there's value to having an honest exchange and a dialogue instead of just a monologue.
And they've called you the angry mayor. You're a civilized mayor. You get excited, but you're civilized.
Thank you. I do get excited, and I am passionate about, certainly about economic development, about the condition of our cities and our people and the unemployment rate and so on. If you're not passionate, if you're not a little upset, I wonder if you got a pulse right now. I mean, in politics. I mean, here we've got the Tea Party movement and so on. There's things bubbling up from the public, from Main Street, where it's obvious that the regular political system is not necessarily, answering all the needs and the desires of the people out there. I mean, that's why you've got incumbents on both sides, Democrat and Republican incumbents. You've got these upheavals in elections where there's these surprise upsets. that's why it's called an upset, right? I mean, people, there's some political change bubbling up out there. People are looking for something better than what they've been getting. We can't keep doing the same thing in the same way. And so, yeah, we've been making changes. As mayor, I've made changes. I know I've ruffled feathers, but we're getting results at the same time.
Mayor Hartwell was here. We just have a few seconds left, a few minutes ago. He said you talk from time to time, and I've heard your speech where you compare what you've done in Lansing to Traverse City and Grand Rapids as opposed to Detroit, Flint, in that corridor. And he said, that's fine. We'll take Lansing.
Well, I mean, absolutely. You've done some wonderful things here in Grand Rapids, in Kalamazoo. And there's no reason we can't borrow great ideas. We ought to be doing best practices. They do that in business, and we need to be doing that in government. I mean, this is a beautiful facility. You've really taken advantage of the riverfront. You've been making it more walkable and bikeable. The things that are going on with intergovernmental relations, implementing efficiencies among governments. That's something we need to do more of across the board in the state of Michigan. We're going to have to. Necessity is the mother of invention, and we've got a lot of necessity out there.
He wants to take it to the statewide level as governor. Virg Bernero, thanks for being with us. Good luck at the forum
today.
Today.
See you, Michael Patrick. Thank you.
You too. We'll be back in a flash. It's Michael Patrick Shields.